Hello my people, hello Arsenal fans. Guys, today's video is special and I suggest that you watch it from the beginning to the end, or at least give it a couple of minutes, up to 5 minutes if you feel you can't watch it from the beginning. The reason being, guys, is that we are focusing on the triumph of human spirit. Yes, I repeat again, triumph of a human spirit. There is nothing you put your mind, you set your heart and mind to, that is unachievable. Impossible is nothing. The game between Arsenal and Leeds United proved this to the hilt. Guys, there are about 6 or 7 lessons that I learned from that game that I want to share with you. And I'm going to start with the introduction of Eberechi Eze. Guys, this was a lad that was an Arsenal fan. This was a child that his early years was formulated at Arsenal's academy. And then he was let go. And from all his testimonies, his world came crashing to a point where he nearly gave up on playing soccer. But somehow, destiny continued to push him to a point where he had to abandon the thoughts of going to work as a receptionist or something like that to answering the call of other smaller football clubs. And he went back again, started to rebuild the crushed dreams. He started working hard basically from scratch to a point where he had to migrate again from the championships to the Premiership when Crystal Palace came calling. And I think that was in 2021 or thereabout. 2020, 2021. He became a player of Crystal Palace. He was bought for £18.7 million or £17.8 million. I'm not really quite sure what the actual figures were. Today, he had exceeded all expectations. His welcome back to Arsenal Football Club became the story of a prodigal child. The difference now is that this prodigy went working, committed himself to hard work, committed himself to progressive endeavor that gave him the value that brought him back to Arsenal Football Club as a hero. My people, did you see that hero's welcome? This boy was overjoyed. He was overdrowned by emotions. And I can tell you now that Arsenal Football Club is going to reap what they have sown by bringing him back. Because you could see his desire to prove a point. I bet that we're going to experience the best years of Eberechi Eze's life under the jersey of a red and white. Guys, that's number one. That's number one of the lessons I learned from Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. That was lesson number 1, guys. There were many fulfillments. Number 1 was Eze's fulfillment of his dream. Guys, let's go to yet another fulfillment. And this time I'm talking about Victor Gyokeres. Guys, we knew how this guy fought to become a Gooner. We knew how this guy fought to become an Arsenal player. He came with an invincible record. He came with a very powerful record. But yet was written off by a lot of people, by a lot of schools of thought. Those that condemned him already even before he could start to fail. You know, people with ulterior motives Supporters of other football clubs that has always felt bad about that anything good will come to Arsenal. They never wanted Arsenal Football Club to succeed in any way. But Arsenal put their faith in Victor Gyokeres. We went to Manchester United in our first game of the season. Yes, it wasn't his best time out, but people forgot that was his first ever Premier League match. His first ever Premier League match in how many years now? We know his history with Amorim, the coach of Ruben Amorim, coach of Manchester United, who wanted him at all costs at Man U. And when he refused to join him, they turned him into whatever they felt he was, you know. To Ruben Amorim and the Manchester United, Victor Gyokeres is tying to his hilt. Wherever Ruben Amorim goes, Gyokeres must follow because he made Gyokeres. All this bull crap. There he was booed. It wasn't his best game, and you know, the commentators and analysts and pundits and whatever went to work. Victor Gyokeres has failed. Arsenal has made mistakes. Whatever they said. Yesterday was the fulfillment of yet another dream, was the fulfillment of yet another conviction. Victor Gyokeres knew the quality of the club he was coming to. He knew the reasons why he wanted to join and joined Arsenal Football Club. And this is the beginning of the fulfillment of that dream because he scored 2 goals. He opened his account. 2 matches, 2 first Premier League matches, 2 goals. So we see where this develops from. I can bet anything I have that is just the beginning. War is coming. Guys, another fulfillment again. The third fulfillment. Now this goes to Mikel Arteta, Arsenal Football Club's manager. Mikel has always, his love for Arsenal is unquestionable. His love for Arsenal Football Club is boundless. His love for Arsenal Football Club is bountiful. His desire was to rebuild Arsenal Football Club to a point where it becomes a world beater. Guys, that fulfillment has come to be, it has come to pass now. That Arsenal Football Club has risen once again from the doldrums of incapacitation, from the doldrums of the corridors of power of the Premier League to becoming the most valuable team in the Premier League. It's all thanks to the hard works and dedication of the people in charge of Arsenal Football Club. That was my lesson number 3 from Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. Guys, lesson number 4 is the quality of the team itself. They took absolute control of the game. Yes, the first half was not the best. But who said it must be? Arsenal Football Club dictated the pace, did everything, made Leeds United look very, very, very beyond ordinary. You will see how extensively improved the quality of Arsenal Football Club has become. It's yet another fulfillment, my people. There's so much to learn. There's so much that we have picked from that game, apart from just the football game. Another thing that excited me, guys, apart from we being the most valuable team now, what excited me is the future of Arsenal Football Club. Guys, did you see the last change Mikel Arteta made? He brought in 3 youngsters. 3 youngsters that are under 21. 3. One is just 15 years old and a couple of days. McDowman. These are children, and it shows you where Arsenal Football Club is going. That with this spirit, in the next decade and two, Arsenal Football Club may rise to its highest peak. It is something to be grateful for. It is something to assimilate. It is something to point out, because many of us may not understand that. There were a lot of fulfillments, the guys. There were a lot to learn from yesterday's game, apart from the football game itself. You know. Guys, another thing is, maybe you have not seen it or imagined it, is the seismic shift in fortunes. The seismic shift in fortunes. We came from a point where playing Liverpool and Manchester City was like dreaming a nightmare. We will go to Liverpool calculating how many goals we are coming back with, how many goals they're going to score against us, not how we're going to beat them or even win the game. We go to Liverpool preparing the match to ensure that we do not concede much, not that we're going to win the game. We go to Man City with the same frame of mind. Guys, since the past 2 years, since the past 2 seasons, in 21 games now, Arsenal Football Club is unbeaten at the hands of these teams, the so-called top 6. We have not lost a single game in 2.5 seasons in these places or to these teams. What does that tell you? It tells you that hard work pays, and that so long as you keep your mind and you put your minds and heart to whatever you're doing and give it your best shot, surely results would come. Surely, very, very surely, results would come. That is all I want to preach today. I just want to preach that to you, my brothers and sisters, to you, the families of Arsenal Football Club, to you, the fans of Arsenal Football Club around the world. Guys, it's time to celebrate. But while we're celebrating, let us be mindful of our individual challenges as fans and as people as well. Let us be mindful that whatever we put our minds to, it could be achieved. Nelson Mandela said that it's only impossible until it is made possible. And who will make it possible? You, my brother and sister. You that is listening to me. You that has watched this video from the beginning till this point. I can only urge you to do one thing for me. Please subscribe if you have not done so yet. Press the like button so that YouTube will send you our next video. And please share and comment so that we can get back to you. Our next game is against Liverpool, away at Liverpool. But we are not afraid, because we've gone there triumphantly in the past 2-3 seasons and came home unscathed. So there's no fear now that we believe we are much stronger. Despite the injuries yesterday to Bukayo Saka and our captain Martin Odegaard. But you could see how deep and how strong Arsenal Football Club's bench has become, that many of us are not worried about their absence, because we know that there are able lieutenants that's going to fill in those blank spaces. Until we meet again, guys, keep believing in yourself. Keep chasing your dream. Believe that whatever you put your heart and mind to is achievable. Only, I repeat, only if you make it to be so. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. God bless you.